The wisdom of the Kybalion often evokes a sense of mystery, intrigue, and above all, profound wisdom, leaving many wondering how to truly apply the teachings in their daily experiences. Let's explore exactly how we can apply the 7 principles. Let's start with the first of the 7 Hermetic principles, the principle of mentalism. Principle 1, Mentalism. In the principle of mentalism, we understand that the universe is, in its essence, a manifestation of the mind. This view leads us to a deep understanding of how our thoughts shape our reality. When we understand that we are co-creators of our experience, we realize the importance of cultivating a conscious and positive mind. Meditation is a powerful tool for this, as it allows us to observe our thoughts and consciously choose to direct them in a positive way. Everything is mind, the universe is mental. This principle essentially conveys that the universe is of a mental nature. What does this mean? Well, imagine the universe as a vast and infinite mind, where everything we see, touch, and experience is a manifestation of this cosmic consciousness. According to Kybalion, the universe is not just composed of physical matter and empty space, but is a vibrant field of energy, where everything is in constant motion and vibration. This is a principle supported by modern science, especially quantum physics, which shows us that even the seemingly solid objects around us are, at their most basic level, composed of energy. Now, you might be thinking that this sounds very cosmic and grandiose, but what does it have to do with me and my daily life? The answer is quite profound. The principle of mentalism also implies that our individual minds are part of this universal mind and that our thoughts have incredible power to shape the reality around us. Your own thoughts, feelings, and attitudes have the power to influence the reality you experience. Have you noticed that when you are in a positive mental state, you tend to attract positive outcomes, and vice versa? This is because your thoughts are not just in your head, they are vibrations that you emit to the universe, influencing your reality. Here's a practical way to apply this principle. When you find yourself involved in a negative thought, first acknowledge it. Remember that it is natural to have negative thoughts, and denying them does not help. Then, deliberately shift your focus to something that brings you joy, peace, or gratitude. By doing this, you are aligning your mental vibration with positivity, making it more likely that you will manifest positive outcomes. The main lesson of the principle of mentalism is that your mind is a powerful tool. Use it wisely, and you will have the ability to shape your world in the way that best serves you. But remember, it's not just about positive thinking, it's about conscious thinking, being aware of your thoughts, and intentionally directing them in a beneficial way for your life. Principle 2, Correspondence. The principle of correspondence reminds us that what is above is equal to what is below, and vice versa. This means that we can find reflections of universal patterns on all scales of existence, from the microcosm to the macrocosm. In our quest for self-knowledge, we can apply this principle by observing how the patterns and relationships we find within ourselves are also reflected in the world around us. By understanding these correspondences, we can gain profound insights into our own nature and the universe as a whole. As above, so below, as below, so above. This phrase refers to reflection or mirroring, suggesting that what happens on a larger scale, such as in the cosmos, is mirrored on a smaller scale, like here on Earth. Similarly, as within, so without means that what happens within us is reflected in our external world. The macrocosm is in the microcosm and vice versa. This means that our external reality is a reflection of our internal state. The attitudes, feelings, and thoughts we hold within us can directly influence the circumstances and events we encounter in our daily lives. Therefore, it is crucial to understand this principle when seeking personal growth and transformation. How can we apply this in our daily lives? It starts with introspection. If you find yourself stuck in a cycle of negativity or facing persistent obstacles, take a pause and reflect on what is happening within you. What are your predominant thoughts and feelings? They may be reflecting your external circumstances. Keeping a journal can be a powerful tool for this self-exploration. By writing down your thoughts and feelings, you can begin to identify patterns. Perhaps you are holding on to an old belief that no longer serves you, or there might be an unresolved emotion manifesting as an external obstacle. Once you identify these internal patterns, you can begin to change them. Remember that changing the internal world is the first step in changing the external world. Understanding the principle of correspondence empowers us to realize that we have an active role in co-creating our reality. Why not try it? Take a few moments to write in your journal about a current situation you would like to change. Identify which internal patterns might be related to this situation and consider how you might change them. Principle 3, Vibration. Nothing rests, everything moves, everything vibrates. This principle resonates with the scientific understanding that everything in the universe, at its most fundamental level, is in constant motion or vibration. Look around you. What do you see? A table, a tree, the device you are watching this video on, and even you. Everything seems solid and fixed, doesn't it? But, if you look deeper at the atomic and subatomic levels, you'll see a different reality. Everything is energy in motion. Each atom, each particle, is in a constant dance of vibration. But here's what's even more fascinating: the Hermetic principle of vibration goes beyond, explaining that these vibrations are not just physical, but also mental and spiritual. Your thoughts, feelings, and state of mind have their own vibrational frequencies. Just like tuning a radio to match the frequency of a specific station, your mental state can tune you into different vibrational stations of reality. A positive mental state tends to raise your vibrational frequency and attract positive experiences, while a negative mental state can do the opposite. The principle of vibration reminds us that everything is in constant motion and vibration, both on the physical and on the mental and spiritual levels. This understanding helps us recognize the importance of maintaining a positive and elevated vibrational state. In addition to meditation, the practice of gratitude, love, and compassion can raise our vibration and attract more positive experiences into our lives. Remember that the quality of your internal vibrations directly affects the quality of your external reality. How can we use this principle in our daily life? How about incorporating a daily practice of meditation? Meditation is a fantastic way to manage your mental state, clear negative energy, and elevate your vibrational frequency. You don't need to meditate for hours. Starting with just 5 minutes a day can make a big difference. As you sit in silence, allow your thoughts and worries to drift away. Focus on your breath, on your existence in the here and now. By doing so, you are effectively resetting your mental state and promoting a higher vibrational frequency, which in turn can attract more positivity into your life. Why not try it? Experiment with a 5-minute meditation and notice how it makes you feel. And remember, it's a practice. The more you do it, the more attuned you will become to your internal state of vibration. Principle 4, Polarity. In the principle of polarity, we understand that all things have their opposing, yet complementary polarities. Life is full of dualities, light and darkness, joy and sadness, love and fear. Recognizing and embracing these polarities is essential for balance and integration. By doing so, we can learn from all life's experiences, whether they are perceived as positive or negative. Thus, we become more complete and wise beings. Everything is dual, everything has poles, everything has its pair of opposites. Like and unlike are the same thing, opposites are identical in nature, but different in degree. Extremes meet, all truths are half-truths, all paradoxes may be reconciled. This principle helps us understand the dual nature of everything in our universe. Every situation, emotion, and concept has its opposite. They are identical in nature, but different in degree. Think about it, hot and cold are the same thing, temperature, but at different degrees. Light and darkness are variations of light. Love and hate are degrees of the same emotion. This principle illustrates that these opposites are simply two extremes of the same thing, with many intermediate degrees between them. But how does this apply to our daily lives, our emotions, and our personal growth? The principle of polarity suggests that we have the power to change our feelings along this spectrum by focusing on the opposite pole. Imagine that our emotions are like a thermometer, and feeling down or sad is like being in the cold zone, but we are not stuck there. We can turn up the heat toward positivity. This means that when we are anxious, we can consciously direct our thoughts and emotions toward calm. Visualize yourself in a peaceful situation, like sitting by the edge of a tranquil lake or walking in a serene forest. When feeling despair or sadness, we can direct our focus toward hope or happiness, recalling a happy memory or visualizing the achievement of a desired goal. The key is to find balance and harmony between these polarities in our own lives and in our relationships. This means allowing our masculine and feminine aspects to coexist and complement each other. For example, cultivating logic and intuition, action and receptivity, strength and gentleness. By understanding and honoring these polarities, we can create healthier and more balanced relationships, as well as greater internal integration. By doing so, we access a powerful internal resource, aligning ourselves with the universal energy of gender. The Hermetic principles offer a profound framework for understanding reality and our place in it. When consciously applied in our daily lives, they can serve as a guide to self-realization, personal transformation, and spiritual awakening. Remember that this journey of inner exploration and growth never ends, and each principle offers us a new layer of understanding to deepen our spiritual journey. Keep exploring, keep learning, and keep growing.